He is the truth, not a lie, nothing but the truth, and the truth will set you free. Period. Hey Savvies, welcome back to another video. If you are new to this channel, my name is Jada. I am a mom, fashion designer, business owner, and just an overall good vibe. So come on and join the Savvy squad. You are going to love it over here. Today's video is going to be a sit down, get ready with me, let's talk type of video. If you like this type of content, definitely keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, let's just get started. All right, let's get into it. I'm not going to do too much on my makeup. I'm just going to do a light beat. I've actually been loving the no lash look, and it just makes me look so natural and cute, feminine. I love it. I'm here for it. So this is what we're gonna be doing today, okay? And then I've been putting like color on my top, on my eyelid. I've been putting like color eyeliner on my eyelid, and I love it. So we're gonna keep doing that. All right, let's get into it. Today's topic is about how intentional God is. Because if you don't know, now you know. God is very intentional and purposeful, and there isn't no coincidence about anything. Everything has a purpose and a reason for the season, okay? So it has been brought to my attention that I need to let my audience know how intentional and how loving God is. Sometimes I don't even feel like I deserve his love. Many of you may know that these last 6 months has been very challenging for me, but by the grace of God, I am restored, renewed, whole, at peace. Like there is nothing that I lack in this moment, and I am so very grateful for that. And the reason for that is the relationship. There has to be some type of dynamic relationship between you and God to fill this void, to F-I-L-L, the void that you're missing, right? And to fill it too, F-E-E-L. Hold on, y'all. I need to focus on these brows real quick. Hold on. Okay, we back in the game, coach. Did my eyebrows, put a little concealer on my eyelids. Now I'm about to put some eyeshadow on my eyelids, which is really not eyeshadow. It's this contour palette. And I like to use this shade in the middle on my eyelids. Yeah. So yeah, back to the topic. Have y'all ever felt like life was just so stressful? I know I'm not the only one. But I came across this this video on YouTube, this little reel on YouTube, where she was basically saying, like, when you feel like you're going backwards or everything is like challenging to you, that is God not setting you back, but setting you up. You know, like a boomerang, you have to pull it back first for it to get the maximum speed that it needs before you actually launch it off, and it goes far and it goes high and it goes more than you can imagine. It's like that's what God is doing. He's like preparing you and setting you up for launch, so that when you do launch, it's like above all. You know what I mean? It took time for me to realize that, but I finally felt like I came to my senses and realization, especially building this relationship with God has definitely just mastered that for me. I also just tapped into his word more often than I usually did, and when I tell you, if you pray for something, God is going to bring it to light. God is going to give exactly what you need when you need it. He is one that answers all prayers, even if it seems like he doesn't. He has answered them, and it's up to us to change our mindset when it comes to that, because you might miss the blessing that God has given you because you're so stuck on A, B, and C when it has nothing to do with where he's leading you. Recently came across this devotional. It is called Calm Your Anxious Mind by Carrie Mars. I'll put a little picture of it right here. I got it from Barnes and Nobles. It's a really good devotional. It has calmed my anxious mind, and it basically has led me into this bond with God and this relationship with God that I use and practice daily, and it has just mastered my mind. I no longer feel regret or doubt or fear, or I'm just really at peace. I want to make this very clear because I say this because this is where I'm at now, right now. God is a powerful God to where he only deals with now but is above now. Does that make any sense? So I'm not talking about the past and I'm not talking about the future. I am talking about right now in this very moment. The reason why I say that is because when you're walking with God, when you have this relationship with God, you are tested daily. You are tested daily. You are tested hourly. You even are tested by the minute. Every second of your time has to be devoted to God to have this relationship. God don't play. He just don't play. He said you got to come correct when you're speaking with me. You got to come correct if you want to sit by me. So I say that I am at peace now. But that doesn't mean that 5 minutes from now that I won't be. And I'm not going to pray that into existence. But I'm just saying to you that it is a work in progress. It is a daily routine. It is a spiritual journey that you have to be devoted to. You have to just walk with him. And you can't be half-stepping either. Oh, Lord, that is a whole nother topic. I'm just going to put on a little foundation. This is the Fenty Beauty in the shade 360, I believe. Just a little. Now, building a closer relationship with God is kind of challenging. It actually really is challenging because he is going to strip everything that you know and create you new. And some people do not like change, especially if it's like a long term, like I'm 26. I've been the way that I am for 26 years, and now I have to be stripped from everything that I know. That's challenging. It's challenging. It's difficult, but it's so worth it. What really got to me is how genuine and loving and caring and honest and faithful God is, because he knows how hard it is. He knows. He knows how hard it is for you, and that's why he gives you second, third, fourth chance. That's why he laid his only son out for you to understand that you're not alone. Understand that he's walking with you through this very moment to empower you, to make you feel stronger, to encourage you, to uplift you, to guide you. You're not alone in this very moment. Now, I say that, but there's a catch. There's a catch to it. The people that you are around, they're not walking with you. And that can feel alone. That part can feel like you're by yourself. At the end of the day, God just wants you to tap into him. He will remove all distractions, even people, places, things. He will remove all distractions until you solely focus on him. And that's challenging. That's challenging to most. It was very challenging for me. But I feel like even to this day, I sometimes be like, oh, like I feel alone. But I'm not alone. I knew I was being molded and made new when certain situations didn't bother me anymore. I just felt at peace. I felt stronger. I started to follow the path that God had for me, meaning things started to just align. Even when I didn't even see them coming, they just started to just align. I started just being good at what I did. Like, I always felt like I was doing something wrong in this world. Like, why am I struggling? Why am I so stressed out about A, B, and C? Why does this feeling keep happening to me? And I started feeling like, am I doing something wrong? And the answer was yes, because you're not giving it all to God. But when I started giving it all to God, everything started to come out right. Things started to puzzle up. And that's so cliche in so like wow moment right now, because it's really that simple. It really is just that simple. In that very moment, I had to realize that I was being shedded. You know how a snake has to shed skin for him to, be made new? I don't know how often that happens, but he has to shed skin. I realized that I was being shedded. My skin was being shedded, and it was all for the relationship with God. He said, you can't bring that baggage here. You have to let that hurt go. You have to have faith into yourself. And that ain't no problem. I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to help guide you in that direction. But you can't bring it here, so let it go. And that all happened in the matter of, I don't want to even say 6 months, because this is just a walking journey with me. I feel like I am being tested every single day of my life. I know who God is. I always knew who God was, but the relationship that we have has gotten stronger, but that's been over a matter of years, not over 6 months. It's not rocket science to know God. Now, I got a question for you. Have you ever been in a challenging moment where you want to know God, but it is something just holding you back, and it's so challenging to you? It is so challenging to you. Like, you start off so good, and then something that just drags you away from the relationship, and then you're back to square one. Have you ever been in that moment? Comment below. I want to know. But let me tell you why that is so challenging to you. Because we live in a sin. We live in sin, literally. This whole world is sin sanctuary. We are living in it. We consume it, we desire it, we acknowledge it, and sometimes we don't do anything about it. But some people, for the people who understand that evil does not exist, all that it is lack of God, lack of our good God. Evil does not exist. It is lack of good. Once you realize that God is the truth, God is the only way out, you start to realize that I'm just lacking good. I'm just lacking God. We as people battle with where we live because we are surrounded by it, because we live in it, because that's all we know. We've known it for a very, very long time. 1 John 2 verse 27 says, as for you, the anointing you receive from him remains in you, and you do not need anyone to teach you, but as his anointing teaches you about all things, and as that anointing is real, now not counterfeit, just that it has taught you, remain in him. And I want to reiterate what that means. Some are anointed, and to me that means power and purpose and something that is given to us before we were even born. But we never really tapped into it, never really tapped into our purpose, because we live in this world. Does that make sense? This feeling that we have where we feel like something's not clicking, something's not right. It is not by coincidence. It is our very purpose and our very power that is like tingling for more, tingling for God, because we are born with it. It's not because of where you grew up. Your daddy was a pastor and he has just brought you into this church. It is not because of who you know or who you surround yourself with. It is not because you used to be a drug dealer and you wanted to get out of the hood. It is because it is your very power, your very own power and purpose that is tingling for the goodness of God. Now, I say that because all of those scenarios are resources, but God is the only source. God is the only why. God is the only what. God is the only where. There is resources to get connected to God, but that is not the reason why you are tapping into God. It's because you live with it. It's in you. I think I'm going to do this green again on my top liner, which I did last weekend, but I'm wearing green, so I'm going to do this. I'm gonna put it on my top line. But like I said, God is so intentional and purposeful. Like, he made you believe that that book or that pastor or that person that you were connected to got you into the relationship with God, which it could be the resource, but it is not the source. And once you realize how intentional God is, how everything aligns to get you closer to him, not far away. It's to get you closer with him. Every challenge, every obstacle, every situation, even if it is good or bad, it is aligned to get you closer with God. And once you start realizing that and tapping into that, like, at the end of the day, nothing can stop you. At the end of the day, all you want to do is build that relationship with him, because you know he is the truth. He is the truth, not a lie, nothing but the truth, and the truth will set you free, period. I just want you to know that you were anointed before time. You are anointed, and God remains in you. And it's up to you, now that you know what you know, for you to remain in him. God is so good. Well, makeup is done. I'm about to put on my clothes, but I need y'all to help me figure out what I'm gonna wear. Got a lot of stuff to do today. So let me show you my options. All right, so I know I wanna wear these. Oh, this lighting is really bad, but I know I wanna wear these. These are jeans from Cotton On. They're so cute, they flare, or they're just straight leg, I believe. They're just straight leg jeans. So I know I wanna wear these. And I'm gonna wear them with these shoes, these Pumas. Super cute. However, they need to be washed. They're pretty dirty. Yeah, like really dirty. But I'm gonna wear those. And now the problem that I have is the top. So let me put on the pants so you can see with the shoes what they look like, and then I'm gonna put on the top so we can decide. Okay, so this is the first top. Super cute. Got this from Forever 21 a long time ago. I kind of wear this a lot. This is the first top. I don't think it really matches with the shoes. I mean, it does somewhat go with the shoes, but I was thinking about putting on a pop of color. This is a sweater and it's hot outside, so I don't know how good this is gonna work, but just like a pop of color and have it open so I can easily take it off and on. And there's like green in the shoes right here, so I feel like it'll somewhat go, but then a part of me believes that I need to put on a white shirt, because these are white, a white shirt to go with the whole fit. So let me see. That's why I put my green eyeliner on, because I knew I was wanting to wear this green sweater looking thing, which I kind of feel like I should wear the other white top that I have, because the other white top is not long sleeve. Let me show y'all the other top that I have. So this is the other top. It's kind of cropped. I got this from Zara, and it's long sleeve. It's really thin though, so it's not gonna be too hot. Although I still wanted to wear the pop of green, and then having long sleeve with this sweater on, I know I'm gonna be hot. So I'm trying to figure out if I even should wear the sweater, if I just should keep it basic with just the white, with the white shoes. So I do have on these long jeans. I kind of like this look a lot better than the taupe-ish color shirt, so I think I like this better, but I don't think that this is like good enough for the spring summer. It's Texas, y'all. It's hot, so I don't know. Let me see. All right, so I changed my top from the long sleeve to this. It's like a bodysuit. I feel like it's gonna do me justice because it is hot outside. And kept the I just hope my bra don't keep showing, but kept this on. now it's time for my scent of the day, which this is by Dossier. This is the dupe from Baccarat, I believe. Looks like this, and it smells so good. It's not as strong as I would want, but I just be putting on a lot. It smells so good. I put on these earrings that I got from Urban Outfitters. My fave. I get so many compliments on these earrings. And yeah, that's the OOTD. How does she look? Probably can't see my shoes. But yeah, that's the OOTD. Thank you guys so much for watching and for staying tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember, God is so intentional and purposeful. And it's time for you to tap into Him. Okay? See y'all in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.